Rachel Zegler, the once prominent actress known for portraying Snow White, was unable to complete her live stage performance in the United Kingdom recently. As a result, an understudy stepped in to wrap up the show and, believe it or not, received a thunderous 5-minute standing ovation from the crowd. Evidently, Ziegler didn't handle it too well, reportedly tossing some not-so-subtle shade. Today, we're unpacking why that moment matters. It's yet another indicator that Ziegler may not be returning to the strange circus of Hollywood anytime soon. It's great to have you with us once more, everyone. Welcome back. It's your buddy, your companion, your professional amigo, and we're diving into this all over again. Yep, Rachel Zegler is back in the headlines, and honestly, it might be time to stick a fork in that career. It appears to be fully cooked. She clearly hasn't learned a thing. We'll walk you through what we've discovered. Folks, hit that like button because we're starting right now. All right, let's dig in. This story comes to us via the New York Post, reported by Na Shakarova. The headline reads, Rachel Zegler breaks silence after experiencing a health scare during a production of Evita. But here's the thing, you'll notice Ziegler never actually explains what the health issue was. While we don't want to pry too deeply into her personal matters, Rachel is a young woman in her 20s, and it seems a vague mystery illness forced her to step away from the show. And wouldn't you know it, her response to the situation is rather revealing. Let us show you what we mean. Rachel Zegler, age 24, has finally addressed the incident. The actress broke her silence following her sudden departure from the Evita stage last week due to unspecified health concerns. On Saturday, Ziegler turned to social media to express gratitude toward the cast and crew of the London theater production after she was unable to return for the second act on Thursday night. Pictured in her Evita costume, she addressed the incident on her Instagram story. Let's take a look at what she wrote. The former Disney princess posted a photo of herself on stage at London's iconic Palladium, located in the West End. She captioned it, "There's no way to describe the love within these walls every single night, but today especially." To her 2.5 million followers, she continued, "I am absolutely in awe of this team, the way they support each other and never let anyone feel left behind." She went on to commend the cast for stepping up after her mid-show departure. They genuinely hold hands and support one another through every scene, every act, and every performance. Now here's where it starts to get newsworthy. Ziegler added, "The outcome speaks volumes. Bravo. Swing Nation." She used the theatrical term for the group of performers who understudy or swing into different roles. She concluded, "My heart is absolutely full for each of you. But here's what you might not catch unless you're familiar with theater lingo. Ziegler appears to be intentionally avoiding naming her understudy, the one who actually saved the night and received that massive ovation. So, why avoid directly praising her? Let's break this down. According to the piece, Bella Brown, Ziegler's designated understudy, stepped in during the second act and sang the show's most iconic number, "Don't Cry for Me, Argentina." Her rendition reportedly moved the audience so much they gave her a standing ovation that lasted nearly 5 full minutes. So here's the setup. Bella Brown, not originally cast as the lead, is the backup. Ziegler steps out due to a mystery illness, and Bella knocks it out of the park, receiving roaring applause for her performance, whether or not Ziegler's condition was serious. The fact remains, her replacement delivered a show-stopping moment. Now let's return to what Ziegler said regarding Bella. "I cannot describe the love in this building every night, but tonight especially. I am in awe of this team. We truly hold hands through every scene and act to perform as one. The result speaks for itself. Well done, Swing Nation." Let's decode this. Instead of naming Bella Brown and congratulating her specifically, Ziegler shifts the spotlight to the collective Swing Nation, the ensemble of backups and understudies. But notably, she avoids saying Bella's name. She doesn't say, "Bella, you were phenomenal," or "Your performance took my breath away." No personal recognition, no public admiration. By the way, here's Bella Brown featured in coverage from Today. Let's bring in Jonas for his take. Jonas, can I just ask, how long did that standing ovation last? because it sounds like Pascal, who was sure to shout her out online, gave her quite the moment. Well, it seems the applause rang out at the end of every major number with Pedro. I even heard Pedro was doing cartwheels, like he was in a gospel church scene from the Blues Brothers. Jonas, you're glitching a bit, maybe drop out and rejoin. But as we move forward, Derica, don't you think Ziegler's response comes off kind of catty? Let me paint a scenario so everyone gets it. Imagine a Major League Baseball pitcher falls ill and has to exit the game in the third inning. Then a reliever comes in and throws a perfect game from inning 4 through 9. And instead of the original pitcher saying, "Wow, that was unbelievable, what an incredible job," he says on social media, "Shout out to Relief Nation. Backup pitchers are underrated." That's basically what Ziegler just did. It's a backhanded, passive-aggressive move, deliberately vague and arguably dismissive. Erica, what's your take, Erica? Honestly, it's theater. And she's a young woman in a competitive field. That kind of passive aggression isn't unusual, especially among women in the performance world. I was in our OTC drill team color guard, which had military vibes but was still considered a performing art. We had the same dynamics. Sometimes the alternates were just plain better, and it stirred up tension. Honestly, I'm not surprised. You'd think people would grow out of it post-high school, but many don't. Marvin, real quick. Remember when the FCC cited your article in their investigation into Disney? Imagine if, instead of acknowledging your achievement, I just tweeted out, "Writers everywhere are doing amazing. Shout out to Writer Nation." Exactly. And when Bella Brown finally spoke out about the night she performed, which we previously reported on earlier this week, yes, the same evening she received that nearly 5-minute standing ovation. Her response was nothing short of gracious. She personally mentioned Rachel Zegler by name in her remarks. She even referred to her as my angel. That's right, Bella called her my angel Rachel. She went out of her way to show kindness and humility towards Ziegler in the wake of what happened on stage. Now, you'd expect Rachel to respond with something like, "Thank you so much, girl, you absolutely crushed it out there." But no, nothing of the sort. Not a whisper of acknowledgement from Ziegler. No name mentioned. No appreciation. Radio silence. Let me float a theory here. Bella Brown, the understudy, wasn't supposed to receive that kind of acclaim, that level of applause. It wasn't in the script. I'm willing to bet Rachel Zegler herself has never gotten a 5-minute ovation in that theater. And let's not forget, this is the same young actress who, in her own words, once described herself as a bit of a narcissist. That's a direct quote, so at least she's taken the first step, admission. But what's become clear is that she hasn't followed through with any of the next steps, none. So honestly, this whole situation doesn't surprise us one bit. Rachel hasn't exactly built a reputation for being humble or self-aware. In fact, her attitude often rubs people the wrong way, so it's not shocking she might feel a little threatened, even bitter, about someone else, especially an understudy, stepping into the spotlight and owning the moment. And let's be honest, it probably stings. Think about it. A performer who was never intended to be the star takes the stage and earns the kind of thunderous applause the main actress might never hear. That audience came expecting Rachel Zegler, or so she believes. Yet they ended up giving their loudest praise to someone else. That's a bruise to the ego. So now Rachel has to save face. But instead of simply saying, "Bella, you were amazing," she goes online and posts a vague message. "Shout out to the understudies. Props to the backups." It's condescending. It's the kind of message that says, "You're beneath me, but you really pulled through in a pinch. Good for you, little one. Honestly, give me a break." Look, we've seen it before. This isn't new behavior for her. It's petty. It's catty. It's classic Rachel. Blaine, I'm with you on this. I'm not surprised at all. Her lack of emotional maturity and basic courtesy is just disappointing at this point. And here's something the general public might not know. The signature song "Don't Cry for Me" Argentina is actually performed on a balcony outside the theater, and it's broadcast into the venue on a screen. That night, it wasn't just the people inside the auditorium who heard Bella sing. it was also the crowd on the street below. Those onlookers received the best version of the show, free of charge, and without any of the less, let's say, grating vocals some have come to associate with Ziegler's performances. Sure, Rachel can sing, no one's denying that, but does she have the vocal range she claims? Not according to many who've seen the show and commented on them live stream portions. Still, here's what matters. Many people believe Bella Brown should have been cast as the lead from the very beginning. And this isn't just speculation, it's a conversation that's been bubbling behind the scenes throughout the run of this troubled production. From the very start, the show has faced challenges. Just putting it together was a mess. So yeah, maybe Rachel wasn't feeling well. Maybe she had a stomach bug or just needed a break. That's fine. But even then, the least she could have done was offer a simple, heartfelt thank you. Something like, "You were brilliant. You saved the night." That would have been the right thing to do. That would have shown class. Blaine. Exactly. And let me just add, there have been times where I've had Kevin Apollo step in to host my show while I've been away, whether for vacation or family stuff. And never, not once, would I not thank him afterward, even if he crushed it. Even if donations were pouring in while I was gone. If the audience loved him, I'd celebrate it. Because that's what real professionals do. That's what friends do. And in this case, Bella Brown literally called Rachel her angel. That implies a personal connection, a friendship, and Rachel's response, a cold, calculated snub. It's like being slapped in the face with an open palm. So incredibly tone-deaf, and from someone who built her career as a theater kid. From Jersey, no less. The arrogance is hard to ignore. Maybe she just had some questionable sushi from a strip mall. Who knows? But folks, we'll keep you posted on any further updates involving Rachel Zegler. Sorry we have to keep reporting on this, but she keeps giving us new material. She's still trying to claw her way back into Hollywood. Maybe Disney wants to give her some sort of redemption arc, but hopefully with about 1/10 of the ego. And while we're wrapping up this video, don't worry, there's more to come. We drop 4 videos a day right here on the Pro channel. Plus, you can check out our partner platforms, that Park Place, that Pod Place, that Game Place, and don't miss our original music programming over at Vacation Radio. We love to entertain you, especially since some of today's major entertainment studios clearly aren't even trying. So be sure to like, share, subscribe, and leave us a comment down below. Spread this video far and wide on social media. And as always, thank you for giving us your time. Until we meet again, we hope you continue to learn, continue to grow, and most importantly, keep having fun. And hey, why listen to music created by people and corporations that don't even like you? Head over to Vacation Radio for fresh, feel-good tracks crafted by the very same team behind popular celeb talk. It's the destination for all your musical vibes. We've got hundreds of tracks, spanning every genre you can think of. Tune in live on YouTube and enjoy a playlist that keeps things light, fun, and positive. It's always sunny on Vacation Radio. So what are you waiting for? Every popular celeb talk video includes a link to Vacation Radio in the description. Go listen and make sure to hit that subscribe button today.